Greetings and welcome to Newbeing Queen Talk Show. I am your host, Queen Yolanda Mitchell, and I am thrilled to announce a fantastic opportunity for you to advertise on our program. You can choose either a commercial lasting no longer than a minute or a voiceover in a flyer. Numerous advertisement options are available, and we encourage you to reach out to us via email at newbeingqueenmove@gmail.com. That is Newbeing, Newbeing, queenmove@gmail.com. For more information, please take notes of our email address at newbeingqueenmove@gmail.com, and we will send you information as soon as possible. We offer you the opportunity to promote your business, upcoming event, ministry, birthday shout out, anniversary appreciation shout out, or any other message you like to get out there. We are excited to work with you to create an effective marketing strategy for you, your brand, and your event at Newbeing Queen Talk Show. Blessings. How are you all doing? Welcome to Newbeing Queen Talk Show. I'm so excited to be on with you all on today. This is going to be a beautiful show. I know it's going to be. I know y'all been waiting for us to come on, but here we are today. Y'all listen, we have a beautiful soul on this morning. Beautiful queen, woman of God, powerhouse. Listen, somebody who got some information for you, and you. I'm so excited to introduce her because she's someone that I've been knowing for a while, and she's been doing some phenomenal things. So she's, doing some great things. I'm telling you all, if you all want to let people know about media visibility, how you show up for the world, how you do elevator pitches, and you don't want to boss up as a woman of God, as a queen, y'all need to go ahead and share this show on today. Share this video because it's going to be really, really good and very, very interesting, and it's going to go fast. So y'all got to go ahead and share this live on today. She's a visibility activator and media domination strategist. If y'all need strategy on how to present yourself out there on social media, she is the one for y'all to go to. We'll get out there and we'll post on social media. We'll do different things. But how do you show up? How do you get people's attention to want to watch you, to see what you're doing, to make you interesting? You know what I'm saying? So she's that strategist that can help you and teach you how you can show up for the world, and how you can get people who's on social media, to want to get to know who you are. So I wanted to introduce you all to this woman. She's an author. She's a professional speaker, which y'all will get a chance to meet her on today. Okay. I'm a sexual assault survivor turned advocate and activist. Okay. So I introduce to you Queen Leah Forney. There she go. Hey, Queen, how are you?
What's up? I'm good, Queen. How are you doing?
I am well. So I would just
listen
and tell them how. Go ahead. Okay, go ahead.
I can hear you.
Okay, go ahead. You were saying you was about to say something, so I said, go ahead. Okay, so y'all, we're introducing this woman of God, so we're gonna give her a little bit of time to get her hearing together. So let me go back. So let me read her bio real quick, okay, for you all, and I'm gonna take her out for just a moment, and then we're gonna have her to come back on. So let me go back. So I want to read her bio to you all. Y'all just give us 1 minute. Hold on, Queen. We'll come back to you in just a minute, okay? Okay. So here's where we are today. So let me introduce you all to her. We gotta just really shift right now for a moment. So give me this time to just really shift. I have her bio right here. Y'all, it's in small writing. Oh my goodness, y'all. This woman here is really doing some powerful things. And she's a 9-time published author, sought after professional speaker, your visibility activator, podcast host. Y'all, she has a wonderful podcast. So this is why I bring people on the talk show, so that you all can learn more about them, and they can and they can, tell you about what they are and what they're doing. And so this is what I'm saying on today. Hold on one second. Okay, so let me tell y'all. So she's recognized and syndicated. Hey Queen, Thrive in Sexual Assault Thriver and Advocate. She is the founder and creator of BAWSE Women Pitch, where she teaches BAWSE women entrepreneurs to desire more media attention, how to develop and improve their pitching skills so they can attract and secure more media opportunities and amplify their brand and presence. That's what I'm saying right there, y'all. This is what I'm saying. For those of us that do not know how to get out there and show up for the world and how to put ourselves out there, this is why it's good to have someone like her to help get us out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, how can you get people to want to pay attention to you? What are you doing so special that people want to watch what you're doing? I mean, to get yourself out there, because we'll go on social media, we'll scroll, but what is it what you're saying, what you're doing that's getting people's attention? Okay, so I just wanted to just put that out there just a little bit. I'm gonna get ready to bring her back up just for a moment. We just had like a little lag going on where I was saying something and was a delay. So prayerfully everything is good. But this is why we have this woman of God up. Hey Queen, I'm bringing you up right now. So Queen, how is it going right now?
Hey.
Okay. So we still.
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm well. So we still have somewhat of a lag, but we're going to work around that, okay? So Queen, right now, can you tell us a little bit more about yourself? Tell us what you got going on.
Yeah, so what's up, everybody? I'm Leah M. Forney. I'm the Visibility Activator. I work with BAWSE Women, and BAWSE Women, I mean them bold, ambitious women who are out here ready to seek exposure. And so I do that in a variety of ways through my media domination strategies. And I just teach you how to show up and get that media attention, to secure those stages, and to strategically position your book. So I'm super excited to be with you, sis.
I know that's right. Y'all just hear that. So if you all have just written a book, because sometimes we'll get out here, we done wrote this book, we done did all the work, we done sweated, we done sacrificed, we done, and now we're trying to get our book out there for people to take notice of our book. Like, how do you get people to want to buy your book, to purchase it? What are the things that you say to them? How do you present it? How do you do it? How you create a flyer and things like that? And I'll tell you what, Queen Leah, you have really mastered it, because you make somebody want to watch your stuff. I've seen your flyers. It gets attention. It's not a lot of stuff going on, and it fits you. And that's the thing, y'all. You gotta know what works for you and what fits you and your personality. And this is why it's good to have someone that can help you with this. So Queen, so tell us a little bit more about how do you get people out there to help brand them so they'll know how to, to get themselves out there visible wise. Like, what are some of the strategies or the techniques that you use to help us get out there?
Yeah. So I like to call it my 3 C's of visibility. The first C is clarity, right? So you got to be extremely clear about who you are, what you do, and who you serve, right? So what I tell my clients is the first thing we're going to do is get clear. I want you to be extremely clear about how you want to show up, because with clarity comes confidence, right? And so if you're not confident, you're not going to show up. And this is the reason why people don't go live or people don't post about what they got going on, because they're not confident and they're not clear, right? So then once you are clear, then what I help them do is start to work on their content, right? So that is when we start to look at, what are you posting? Right? Are you posting and letting people know that you not only solve problems, but you have a solution, or are you just posting randomly, right? Because sometimes we just post randomly, right? And
Yes.
so
Mhm.
what I try to do with my clients is go through their content, go through what I call the digital footprint, and look to see what's out there with your name on it. And does it align with
Mm.
the brand that you say that you're building, right? And
Right.
then my last C is connection, right? So are
Mhm.
you able to convey your message in a way that it connects with your audience, right? The truth of the matter is people connect with people, right? And they connect
Right.
with people when they feel like they can resonate with someone. And so
Mm.
oftentimes what is missing from what we're doing is the connection. Like you're not being vulnerable, you're not being transparent, you're
Ooh.
coming across real robotic. And so because you're
Yes.
coming across that way, your audience is like, I don't want to talk to that version of you. I want to talk to the
Mm.
version of you that is vulnerable, that is transparent, that is not afraid to put themselves out there. And so that is what I take my
Mm.
clients through that work with me, the 3 C's of visibility.
Right. That is awesome. So, you said something so profound. You said clarity and to be clear, about what you're doing, and then comes the confidence. One of the things I didn't want to do when I first got started is going live on Facebook. And I'm gonna tell you this: the reason why I did not want to go live on Facebook is because, like, how am I gonna show up? I don't want to put on no makeup. I don't want to do my hair. At least I'm lazy. I don't want to. And then I was like, what do I have to offer? Do anybody want to hear me? Do I have anything worth, listening to? It was those doubts. It was the insecurities. It was, me second guessing myself and second guessing, am I able to provide something that people would need? And so one of the things I had to do was just start
Yeah.
getting on. And one day I got on and something happened where the guest could not get on at all. She could not get on at all, and it was just a regular live. It wasn't all this stuff I got going on now. And when I got on live, I was so scared. I was nervous. I was nervous with her coming on. But when she didn't come on at all, I was already out there. So I just went ahead and just started talking. And then the guests came in. And I was just started interacting with them, just talking and just ministering, and then it built up my confidence. You know what I'm saying? Like we're thinking that we have to do it like this person and that person. No, be yourself. Like when I started this going on Facebook Live, I didn't want to do a Facebook Live, being all stiff and things like that, because I've done it all my life. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to be live. I wanted to be, just different and be myself, and so and that's when I started coming up with things like this, because I love to hear people talk about business. I love to see bosses bossing up. I love to see women thriving, doing some great things. Love to see the men too, but it was just something about women that I was just really gravitated to, and I just wanted to see, what are the things that women have to offer and to help get them out there. And that's when I started doing the Newbeing Queen talk show, and it's staying consistent. And then you came up with this thing, and you said that the other C was clarity, being clear, and that builds confidence. And then you have to have the right content. Like, what are you putting out there?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's powerful. Okay, so we know that you have your boss book coming out. Woo, woo. So we have the book coming out in like what, 10 days? I'm so excited
Yes.
for you, Queen. So can you give us I know you can't tell us everything in the book because it would take too long. But can you give us a little bit of information about your book?
Yes. So January 30th, which actually is my birthday, y'all, I am releasing my
Okay.
9th book. It's called BAWSE Women Pitch 9 Keys to Revolutionize Your Media Game While Building Your Authority. I wrote this book for the
Ooh,
bold, ambitious woman who's seeking exposure because I was once you, right?
come on.
So I was a first time author. God gave me this book, He gave me this message, and I was like, what am I supposed to do with it? Right. And so I learned how to get in front of the media. I taught myself how to successfully pitch to the media. And so I wanted to write a book where I literally give y'all some free game and my framework on the 9 steps that I took to go from being struggling and undiscovered to now in demand and sought after. And so it
Woo!
releases January 30th. It'll be available in paperback, ebook, and hardcover. And yeah, y'all gotta go grab y'all copy. I'm super excited about it.
Listen, that's what always get my attention when you come up with little words. I should have wrote it down. What you just said. 'Cause I'm up here trying to do some other stuff, but it was something you just said. I don't know. You be put it's the words that you put together that'd be like, oh, okay, even that kind of stuff like that. The confidence that exudes from you and the little things that you say that it make people say, oh, what did she just say? Oh, I like that. Listen, it be those kind of sayings that make people say, I'm gonna write that down because I can use that. I'm gonna take it in as my own. So I'm thank you for that. I'm gonna have to make sure I get your book because I need to get those nuggets and knowing how to, present myself out there more. And that's going to attract, the attention that I need to take what I am doing to the next level. And, that book is, yes, listen, it's always good. Because one thing about it, when you start writing that stuff down and then your creative juices start flowing, you start realizing that you got more information and you're like, oh, I can do this and I can do that. And then they can start watching you. You know what I'm saying? They can start watching coming in on your lives because you do lives, right? You do teachings and things like that, right? When you come live. So tell us a little bit more about your live when you come on and things like that.
Yeah, so I have a Facebook community. It's called Pitch Like a Boss. It's for all my bold, ambitious women who are seeking exposure. And I'm live in there at least 2-3 times a week, just providing them with some trainings and some tips on things that I did to really get out there and really start to secure more media opportunities. I do believe as bold, ambitious women, you don't have to have all the things that social media tries to tell you have, like a huge following. Like I tell people, I was a first-time author. Nobody knew me but my immediate circle, right? Nobody, like I didn't have thousands of people following me. And so I just took a chance on me. And so that is why I created the program that I created and the brand that I created, because I want women to start taking a chance on them and realize that you have everything you need to be successful. And so you just got to be bold. You got to be all in and you got to go after it. And so that's what I teach when I do my lives. And I'm super excited about it.
I love that when you say take a chance on yourself, because a lot of times we won't take a chance on ourselves. Let me tell you something. We'll push people, promote other people, put them out there. But when it come down to us, we'll pull back. I think it may come from something that somebody said years ago. Oh, they're trying to make a name for themselves. But how will people know who you are if you're not out there? And you have to be your biggest cheerleader. How other people got out there is because they were aggressive about it. They were adamant. They were consistent. They were determined. They were ambitious. They were on fire. They were excited. They believed in what they were doing. And they knew that what they had to offer would be a blessing to other people. And they wanted to help people. So that's why it's good to go to someone like yourself so you can help them to understand what they're doing. And that builds up your confidence when you say, I have what you need. And this is what I do. It'll help whenever they're coming forth and they're talking. That's what makes people want to come and be a part of what you're doing, because you sound like you got it together. You sound like you're excited about what you're doing, and they'll take a gamble or a chance or a risk on you. It's just like you said, take a chance on yourself now because you believe in yourself more. I'm gonna take a chance on her. I've been watching her. I've been seeing her shaking and shifting and moving in these social media streets, and I'm going to see what she's all about when she got to offer. So I love that. The bold, ambitious women, that just come off a certain way, you know what I'm saying? So, okay. So let's talk about the sexual assault advocacy for women. Just talk us a little bit about that and how do you got to where you are through that ministry?
Yeah, so I'm a sexual assault survivor. Actually, this month will make the 11th anniversary that I was sexually assaulted. So I got sexually assaulted January 27th, 2013, right before my birthday. And like many survivors, I struggled with guilt and shame and all the emotions. I spent some time going through therapy. And it wasn't until a year after my sexual assault that I started really speaking up and speaking out about it. And so April will actually make 10 years that I've been advocating and speaking up and speaking out. And it's just been a blessing because I feel like God has tapped tasked me with the opportunity to be the voice for so many people that have not had the
Mhm.
courage yet to say that they've been through it, right? And
Right.
so my ministry has really taken me everywhere. I've been in front of legislators,
Mhm.
I've been in front of law enforcement, the attorney generals. Like, God has really opened doors for the work that He's calling me to do. And so I'm beyond excited to continue to be in the fight on behalf of other survivors of sexual assault, because I believe that when God allows you to go through something and you survived it, you now have an
Woo!
obligation to go back and help somebody else. And so that is what I've been doing for the last decade, and we're gonna keep doing it till He call me home.
I know that's right. That's powerful. You said to go back and help other people. So yes, I had this thing that happened to me. So once you get past that point in your life where you're no longer embarrassed, no longer ashamed, no longer beating yourself up, no longer depressed about it, you get that fire about yourself and say, this thing happened to me. I don't have to be ashamed about this thing. It was not my fault. And now I know that it's more than just myself who have experienced this thing. And what do I have to share with the world and what I have to offer them, to help other people that I have been through the same thing that I've been through and help them come out, talk about it, tell your story. And guess what? And if you need to go to therapy, if you need to go to counseling, get the help that you need. Because a lot of us won't go get no help. You know that, right? We won't get no help because we were told you don't go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we don't go see a counselor. We don't go see the psychologist. Not for us. Like, really? So a lot of us don't go. We don't seek help because, well, you can help yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, go get help. That's why you have professionals out there. You cannot answer. You cannot answer the questions for yourself and by yourself. The mental questions that go on, the questions that are asked, because you don't know what questions that need to be asked. You don't know what you need help in. You don't know that, hey, it's not your fault. Because we'll go for years, won't talk about it, won't say anything about it, just holding it in, just won't say a word, won't even tell anybody about it, won't even know. And we'll go like life is perfect. You know what I'm saying? Like, really, to be honest with you, nowadays people don't want perfect people. They don't want people who's never been through anything. Because how can you help
Yeah.
me? How can you fully understand when I say I'm depressed? But you're gonna sit and say that's a spirit. It's all just a spirit. Some of that stuff
Yep.
is mental. Some of that stuff may be self-inflicted. It may be just my own thoughts. Everything is not demonic all the time. And even if it's some type of spiritual thing, don't make it seem like I am so bad, like because something bad happened to me. Now I'm a bad person. Now I am toxic. Now I am not worthy. Now I am not good enough. And that's the issue. When we start going through things, whether it's an abusive relationship, sexual assault, whatever, something happened to us. Oh, you're the bad person. Now, no, I'm the victim. But so I'm glad that you're out there advocating and talking to more people. So tell us, how can we reach you so that we can be a part of all these beautiful programs? So let's start with this. Tell us the programs that you have to offer and how can we connect with you so that we can be, get into what you're going to be doing, and maybe even some steps, that you take us through when we start with you.
Yeah. So I actually have an upcoming workshop. It's called the
Mhm.
Pitching Playbook. It's going to be happening next
Uh-huh.
month. So I always tell people, follow me on social media, Leah M Forney everywhere, so you can stay connected and stay tuned about what I have going on. In terms of my sexual assault work, I'm actually going to be doing some PSAs. So if you are a sexual assault survivor and you want to send me a quick little 5-minute video, just sharing a snippet of your story, I'll be dropping the information for that on my social medias as well starting next month, so that come April, I'll be rolling out these PSAs, where people can hear other survivors tell their story and not just me. So I got a few things coming up. Of course, you can always find me on my podcast, Hey Queen Thrive. That's currently in season 4. So definitely follow me on social media, Leah M Forney everywhere. Or if you just want to shoot me a message, you can go directly to my email, info@leahmforney.com.
Okay, Queen, I'm sorry, Queen. What is the PSA? Help us out, please, Queen. You don't spit them. No, ma'am. I need the acronym. I need that thing broke down. What's that? What is the PSA?
So I will be doing a public service announcement, and it's really just me giving other survivors of sexual assault a platform where they can share snippets of their story. And so I will be dropping information on how people can send their videos to me. And throughout the month of April, I will be sharing them all across my social media platforms so that people can see that survivors do know how to amplify their voice, and together we can work towards ending sexual violence. So I'm excited.
That is exciting. I'm just saying, like, that is phenomenal. And so they can send you, they can see like a few clips, like a little testimonial or something like that, saying how they survived, or telling who they are and say, this is what I went through. This happened such and such,
Yeah.
years ago. And now this is what I do, because I'm trying to tell you, like, the things that we go through in life and what we experience is to help be a blessing to somebody else. You know what I'm saying? And it help us to come out. And guess what? It sets us free. That's how come we talk about it, not trying to expose them out. Because you know what? At that point, guess what? We're really almost past exposing people. We're at the place in our life we want to be free. So we'll talk about it. We'll share our story. We'll let people know this is how I overcame it. Or this is why I am the way that I am. And sometimes, you know what? When we talk about this is why I am the way that I am, it could stem from something that you went through, like sexual assault, things like that. And then now you find yourself in a better place. So now you can get help, because maybe the way you are you may not need to be like that. And you may be like that because of what you went through and because you don't talk about it, but now when you get help, it kind of, bring things together where it now start to make sense. And now you can take that and say, this is why I do what I do. But now I'm doing it in a healthier way, because we'll sit there and say, I gravitate towards young women. And it's like, why do you gravitate towards young women? Young women that are like this, young women who are like that. But why? Where did that stem from? Maybe something happened. You know what I'm saying? And when you help them to reflect back on it, then you say, now it makes sense. Now we're starting to come together. So that's why I love putting people on Newbeing Queen Talk Show. That's why I love bringing people out here, because they can tell their story. They can share with the world why they do what they do. You know what I'm saying? Because this is why we do it. So Queen, so you have how many books? You said you have 9-10 books that's out there. What is your most sold book?
My most, so it comes down to two of them. So my first book is Unapologetically Me, Living, Owning, and Walking in My Truth. That story really just tells my complex mother-daughter relationship. So if you are someone who has, that is the book for you. And then I have my second best-selling book is Defining Moments, From Tragedy to Triumph. That book I wrote while I was grieving 5 loved ones in 1 year. And so that book focuses on my grief and loss journey. And I take them through some of the lessons that I learned while, praying and going to therapy. And so that is a book for someone who is currently dealing with grief, and they are, trying to figure out, what to do next, where to go from here, how to pick up from there. So I would say those are 2 of my best-selling books.
Wow. You know what got me? I definitely want to talk a little bit about the one you said about your relationship with your babies. Um, because that right there is something that a lot of us can kind of relate to, because of something that we went through, as a child. Um and then we carried that, because I know it was one of the things that I did when I was coming up and having my own little girl, little boy, the things that I went through. I tried to raise my children that same exact way, or I treated them that same way. And it was very toxic. The things that I did, the things that I said, it was very toxic. And as I got older, I realized you can't do. That's why your children don't want to be around you. That's why everybody has separate bedrooms and things like that. I didn't know how to have fun, and to be honest with you, I didn't know what fun was. You know what I'm saying? And it all just came from the choices that I made, when I was younger, and then how the things that I went through, how I allowed it to impact me and affect me. But now I'm like, hun, I'm in my 40s, hun, I'm past the 45. Now I'm like, girl, let's live and have fun, things like that, because I'm in a better space and a better place mentally, right? So now it's like a beautiful story that you can tell, and now you can go back to your children, apologize and things like that, and tell them I was, in a state, and this is where I was at. Now our children are grown. We can explain some things to them. We can help them out. So if they have a repeated cycle, or when they just say, "Well, you disciplined us like we were, like you were crazy, so I'm not gonna now discipline my children." But there's a line, there where there's, you got to do something, but. So I got to definitely look into that as well. So those are some, honey, you got some powerful stories to tell. And it's the thing that people don't understand. The more things that you went through in life, the more things that God has on the inside of you, that you can have to share and be a help and a blessing to other people. The more you go through, that's another book. The more you go through, that's another type of ministry. The stuff that you go through in life, those are things that you can help people. That's like like it don't feel good. I'm telling you, it don't feel good, but it really helps you to come, and all that stuff right there can help you to get wealth. Like your story, that could be a play, that could be a movie. You know what I'm saying? That right there could be, a speaking engagement. You going on platforms that you would normally be able to go on, because you're telling a story that other people are interested in hearing. And your story may help save lives, So I'm excited about it. Queen, can you tell us, how can people reach you?
Yeah, so there's a few ways that people can reach me. You could, of course, follow me on social media, Leah M Forney. You can always shoot me an email, info@leahmforney.com, or check out my website, www.leahmforney.com, and you can send me a message through my website.
Okay. Well, y'all, that is it. Y'all know I love to have y'all to come on Newbeing Queen Talk Show and chit chat with us, to comment and things like that. Y'all have done well. We thank y'all for coming on. Y'all make sure y'all share this live on today, so that more people can see what this woman of God is doing, what she got going on. Hey, stalk her Facebook page, her social media pages. If y'all want to get yourself out there, see how she's doing it, see what she's doing, to get in contact with her, to see how you can connect with her, see what she have to offer. She's very professional. Y'all see how she conducts herself here. She knows what she's doing. She's confident about it. She's going to help encourage you, help you build up your confidence and build your brand, and help get visibility out here on the social media streets, honey. So if you're saying, I'm struggling, I don't know how I'm gonna get people to watch me, to see what I'm doing, she's going to help you to be able to brand yourself, get yourself out there more, get people where they're going to be able to see the things that you're doing, things of that nature. I'm loving. I absolutely love it. So Queen, that is it for today. Is anything else that you would like to share with the listening audience before we go?
Yeah, I would just say that whatever God is telling you to do in this season, do it, and do it afraid. Don't worry about the provision. Don't worry about who's in on what God is giving you to do, and watch how He upgrades your life.
Ooh. Oh, okay. I love this. I always love talking to you, because you really can put them words out there. All right, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all follow me as well. Y'all follow me on Facebook. Follow me on YouTube. We have a YouTube channel. Y'all need to follow us, because right now we're on LinkedIn, YouTube, and Facebook. And guess what? If you would like to be interviewed by me, come on, email me at newbeingqueenmove@gmail.com. Message me if you would like to be interviewed as well. So let's talk about it, chit chat about it, talk to the world, see what's there out there, and get you out on a different platform. You know what I'm saying? So join us. We talk to y'all later. Thank you all for coming on. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Okay. I love you all so much. And thank you all for joining us on Newbeing Queen Talk Show. Peace and blessings. Greetings and welcome to Newbeing Queen Talk Show. I am your host, Queen Yolanda Mitchell, and I am thrilled to announce a fantastic opportunity for you to advertise on our program. You can choose either a commercial lasting no longer than a minute or a voiceover in a flyer. Numerous advertisement options are available, and we encourage you to reach out to us via email at newbeingqueenmove@gmail.com. That is Newbeing, Newbeing, queenmove@gmail.com. For more information, please take notes of our email address at newbeingqueenmove@gmail.com, and we will send you information as soon as possible. We offer you the opportunity to promote your business, upcoming event, ministry, birthday shout out, anniversary appreciation shout out, or any other message you like to get out there. We are excited to work with you to create an effective